Oregon, it's a place unlike any other. From world-renowned golf courses to awe-inspiring mountain peaks, Oregon offers unmatched scenic beauty fused with a sports and recreation culture so rich it flows through the entire state. The Oregon Sports Authority brings the best in sport to Oregon again and again. From Women's World Cup Soccer to the U.S. Figure Skating Championships. From championship boxing to the Do Action Sports Tour. And coming soon, the U.S. Olympic Track and Field Trials return to the sport's most hallowed venue, Hayward Field at the University of Oregon. Oregon offers events of all sizes, a dedicated team of local organizers, unparalleled hospitality, and public transit to and from hotels, venues, restaurants, and entertainment. Join us and discover yourself in a stunning state of sports paradise.
NBC Sports presents.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, would you bring your attention to me? Do you want it? Do you need it? Let me hear it.
The AST Do Tour.
Cool conditions, great scenery just outside of downtown Portland, Oregon. Thousands of fans have packed this place very early to see the best skaters in the world perform today. The third stop of the AST Do Tour, we're at the Vans Invitational.
And probably a lot of it has to do with the fact that he spins so much on a snowboard, but it's pretty amazing to watch him do on a skateboard.
You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see some sticky tape on Shaun White's board and see what he can do without his hands and a skateboard. Look at this in the crowd. They appreciate it. The other athletes, Rob Lorfus, everyone else on the top deck, you see them, they're clapping their boards. Shaun White, did he do it again, Paul, in the second run instead of the third this time? There was no question Shaun White was the best at Skateford, man. What an awesome run. He does it again, 3 victories in a row. This was a great event here in Portland, Oregon. Thank you, the city of Portland.
We all have different goals out here, and some are new to it, some are going to try to qualify for Worlds, and some just don't want to get a flat.
And welcome all athletes to the 2007 International Championship. Beautiful Hagley Lake, one of the most picturesque venues you're going to find anywhere in the triathlon in the world. We're here today celebrating the most competitive Olympic distance event in America.
This was the most amazing race that I've ever done. The bike was so challenging. The run was unbelievably tough. And I'm just proud to be here among the most amazing athletes in the world.
Katie joins us now. Again, big support for women's soccer.
I tell you what, I was a little worried with the rain. It was cold outside. Didn't stop people.
How many did they get?
They had 10,000,
wow.
Just over 10,000. A great crowd. No Mia Hamm, no Tiffany Milbreth, but Portland still has a lot of love for the U.S. women's soccer team. Just over 10,000 bundle up tonight. Some with signs of support for Hope Solo, the goalkeeper out of UW, who criticized her teammates and coach at the World Cup and was suspended. Christine Lilly, the matriarch of the family, and she gets a piece of the corner kick. Just gets it to go in. The ref's slow to call it. Mexico fights it, but it's a goal. Abby Wambach, the face of the women's team now. This is her 100th career appearance, and she makes sure she gets a toe on a goal for it. The fans come out in the cold to see a lot of U.S. scoring, and that is exactly what they get as the U.S. shuts out Mexico 4-0 in a celebration of Team USA's third-place finish at the World Cup.
Yeah, you know, it's always really nice because this is what this tour is about. It's about coming out and celebrating for the fans. You know, we didn't come home with what we wanted from China, but this is the reason why we're going to train that much harder so that when we come home from Beijing, we'll hopefully be gold medal champs.
It just means a lot, you know, just to know that you have your family here and that, you know, you came from here and there's people here supporting you. And I mean, my PE teacher was here from, you know, like the 3rd grade. So it's an awesome thing.
That's the homecoming piece. Tina Ellertson, a former K2 Athlete of the Month out of Hudson's Bay High School in Vancouver. Well, the commissioner of Major League Soccer is in the crowd tonight, too, scouting PG Park as home to a future MLS team. Before the game, the commissioner slips to K2 that Seattle and Philadelphia will soon be named expansion sites for 2009. And he tells us Portland could come soon after.
No, I would be surprised if Portland doesn't get a team. We believe the city's receptive. We know we've got a lot of work to do, and if we take it slow and are, again, very careful about the process, we should be successful.
The Oregon Sports Authority. It is responsible for bringing the Davis Cup, the Women's World Cup, and other premier events to Portland. But today, the OSA set up shop in Central Oregon. The authority announced a creation of a local chapter, and they've already booked a pair of attractions for next year. The USA Winter Triathlon National Championships are coming to Mount Bachelor, and the Expo Center in Redmond will host the AMA BMX Great Northwest Nationals.
The beauty of Central Oregon is that it's a pristine destination for both winter sports and summer sports. So golf, triathlons, running events.
And more to come.
One of the biggest events in tennis, the Davis Cup, about to get underway, and the stage is set right here in Portland. More than 12,000 people expected for the finals between Russia and the U.S. That begins tomorrow afternoon. KOIN News 6 reporter Eric Taylor has more on the economic impact, how this Davis Cup runneth over. Right, Eric?
That's right, Jeff. If you are trying to get a hotel room or a table at a restaurant, for that matter, here in downtown Portland, good luck, because you are in for some stiff competition. And speaking of stiff competition, Jeff's right. The Davis Cup is running over to the tune of more than $7 million, and that does not take into account some very valuable exposure.
The stage is set, equipment is tested, and the cable which will carry the Davis Cup finals to viewers around the world is laid.
The U.S. has not hosted a Davis Cup final on its own soil in 15 years. So it's an incredible compliment to Portland to be the first city in 15 years to host this event.
Surrounding the history-making court, 12,000 seats that cost anywhere between $100 and $600 each. Around the Coliseum, a city that will reap the economic benefits.
We're going to go do shopping right now. We're heading over to the store spelled with a big N. Nordstrom.
In addition to the shopping trips, tennis fans like Bill and Julie Tarpley will stay in hotels and eat at restaurants, spending hundreds of dollars a day.
The Grand Slam and the hotel and our food. And the food's been excellent so far. And we're really enjoying it.
It's that experience that means millions of dollars to the local economy, and the best part, most of those dollars are from out of state.
We're conservatively estimating that the economic impact will be $7.1 million. This does not include the value of visibility on 174 television stations throughout the world in 174 different countries. And so you add that in, it could easily be well over $10 million.
And the economic benefit goes well beyond this weekend as Portland proves itself capable of hosting an event with a global guest list. A list that includes people who could like what they see and want to come back again.
Russia versus the United States. It starts tomorrow afternoon and runs through Sunday. It will be seen on cable. We did some checking and we found some tickets online, but you will pay a pretty penny for them indeed. We're live atop the KOIN Tower. Eric Taylor, KOIN News 6.
Yeah, we're talking about hundreds of dollars for those tickets, right, Eric?
Yeah, more than 100 to Jeff, more than 600.
Wow.
A lot of money.
Okay, Eric Taylor, beautiful picture of the city behind you. Thank you, Eric.
And now 1 point away. And there it is. The drought is over.